H.I.C.A.P stands for the Haiti International Clinical Apprenticeship Program. Partitioned into 3 parts, the first part is an observership portion where we place our students into hospitals within the Port-au-Prince area, and we have them follow Haitian physicians to learn from them. If you were to do a similar program in the US, you're not in an environment where you can openly ask questions. You stand there quietly in a room, and that's pretty much it. But instead, you need to form a collaboration where you combine both the Haitian sector as well as the international sector. And so that's what my program seeks to do. It's kind of an educational venture where you bring together the brightest minds and the most inquisitive, because that's the most important. Curiosity is the most important thing. And bring them together and just allow them to ask why. We don't need a ton of overqualified physicians. We don't need an overwhelming amount of medication, but rather what we do need is to facilitate communication and establish relationships. You definitely learn that disease here isn't just a scientific phenomenon, but also a sociological and logistical one. To take that into consideration when treating, and how important it is to do so, not just in Haiti, but in different parts of the world, I believe can and will make you a more effective and better physician all around.
To be able to understand, you have to see. Reading about it in a newspaper or hearing it described secondhand isn't the same as actually physically talking with physicians and talking with people who are here, talking with patients and getting an understanding for what they need. A lot of it goes back to some of the books that I was able to read here that talk about solidarity, that talk about humility. I think that these are things that are best learned when you're here in person and able to get an understanding of what it's really like. And I think that being in a place like this and having the opportunities to interact with the people that we did allows you to really look at yourself too, and look at what you're bringing in that might not be helpful to your future efforts. I would recommend this to just about everybody who has the opportunity. It's very different. It can be challenging, but like most things that are truly rewarding, the challenge is part of what helps you grow. And I think that's something that the experiences that I've had here are something that I'll carry with me the rest of my life.
And solidarity is a point that talks about how do we all come together as one. It talks about how we as foreigners come to Haiti and learn to live among Haitians, learn their culture, learn the problems of the people instead of implementing our own solutions for what we think is right for your country.
Even if you have a medical background, voluntary work is kind of hard to find. But this program, I'm thankful.
We went in there, we saw amazing things, learned from incredible people.
This was the greatest experience I've ever had. Going to Haiti for 3 weeks, I believe it'll change the rest of my life. I learned a lot and I also had a lot of fun. The people here were great. It was just an amazing experience.
It's an experience that you can't really get from textbooks or from doing any other thing, so it's completely unique and it's grassroots and it's really invaluable.
I have personally been so inspired by getting to meet every single one of these people in this program. Being able to talk to such brilliant and inspiring people has been an amazing experience for me, just let alone getting to know each one of you. And that's something I want you guys to do as well. Get to know one another, get to know us, get to know people, because it's when we work together that we can create great things.